Let's Play! And today we have Aidan O'Connor! Say hi, Aidan!
Hello.
Alright, let's continue.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I packed up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sari wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori. Sayori must have come into the class while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought,
Know what?
well, that you could come to my club.
I can't keep doing this. I can't. Can't keep. Alright, I'll keep going a little bit more. Sorry.
Yay!
There is no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie?
Sari is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made me make cupcakes and everything.
If I have a wife, if I have children, I'm never, ever letting them know about this YouTube channel. They're gonna see this. I'm gonna lose all respect. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Siri is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go.
And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectively follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here. I told you.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy. Way to kill the atmosphere. Andrew-kun, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki. Huh.
The girl with the sore attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say that. Don't say things like that.
Yuri appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sari and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Andrew-kun.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Andrew-kun. We made room for you at the table. So you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them! I'll get them! Sorry, I get a little excited. Then how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sari mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sari. Natsuki and Yuri walk over the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh, wow!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing. A little piece of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sari grabs one first and Monica, I follow.
It's delicious.
Sari talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like I
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did, Sari said.
Well, maybe, but not for you, you know, dummy.
Alright. I gave up Natsuki weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a tea in front of each of us before sitting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray.
Andrew, you keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all...
Wait, no, that was me.
After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me.
So what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't let Monica, shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by my story. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sari seemed really happier, so...
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing, but the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something specially out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling the dream. Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You don't have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted to be by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I could keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Andrew-kun, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past 3 years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of her own lack of imagination to completely throw you off for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Ah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For something as gentle as you? I guess you could say that, but if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surely horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well,
Natsuki's eyes start over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
Well, you left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine.
Hey, your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just so cute, or it's just as cute as you are.
Sayuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have written experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quite quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it!
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Andrew Kuhn? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Oh shit. Fuck, they are staring at me. What the fuck? That's creepy. Fuck. But
I'm sorry, I thought. Huh. Andrew Kuhn, you all.
I'm defenseless against three girls. These girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay. I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lit up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Andrew Kuhn, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Andrew Kuhn, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for the clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us departed the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstance, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem most. Aidan! Aidan! Wake your fucking ass up! Aidan, you're snoring over the mic! Aidan! Let's see. Let's see. What am I gonna do? Aura, cheer, empty scars. Who do I want to impress? Monica, Yuri, Natsuki, or whoever that bitch is. Parfait. Let's do... Let's do, I like Parfaits. I don't like Scars. Scars are kind of weird. Waterfall. Kind of fruity. Wrath, empty, games, disoriented, parfait, candy, alright. Let's go with parfait. I like parfaits. Parfait. Let's do with existence. I like existing. It's kind of cool. Pleasure. Pleasure can be bad sometimes. Ribbon, lazy, passion, fireflies, color, childhood. Let's go with childhood. Pain, sensation, misfortune, pout, daydream. I'm a daydreamer. Headphones, dance, together, bunny, puppy, lollipop, fallible, broken, question, jump. Puppy, maybe puppy. Yeah, let's go with puppy. Let's go with calm. Let's go with Doki Doki. Speed round, speed round. Which one do I like? Which word do I like? Smile, I like smile. Night grown. Let's go, it's summer. Sweet. Aidan, what are you doing? Aidan, what are you doing? What are you doing?
So fucking bright.
What are you doing? Dude, there's somebody in the fucking in the live stream and they heard you snoring.
God damn it.
Flying. I like flying. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I like rain clouds. I like singing. Strawberry. Lust. Let's see who likes lust. Massacre. Skirt. Infinite. Sunset. Suicide. Why did I have a purple pitch like that shit? Hi, Andrew. Hi again, Andrew Cone. Glad to see you didn't run away from run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. It was the last to come in. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Andrew Kun. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any class this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Andrew-kun always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with his busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. You always set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? How come? You and Andrew can become good friends too.
Sayori?
Huh?
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she's put me into.
Sayori even brought you something today, you know? Oh, wait, Sayori.
Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sorry, made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is just a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy, no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, it won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's short, it's a short read, so it shouldn't keep your attention, even if you really don't read.
And we could,
you know, discuss it if you wanted.
This is it. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone is settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. What's she doing in the closet? Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read something of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, you can't give up. The festival is our the festival is our chance to show everyone that literature is all about. What literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of the literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
That doesn't solve the problem, though.
Huh? What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun things ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberately like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
What kind?
Well, I guess we could.
Cupcakes!
Haha, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly.
That wasn't why you suggested it.
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is then.
I'm hungry.
Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help it. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh shit. Wow. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club.
Does our school have a napping club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have to have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that. Don't say that so loud. Come on. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though.
It's true though.
Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gone up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that.
No, I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself.
How is it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair, it's sticking out all around. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
Won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look at your bow, isn't straight at all either. And there's a toothpaste stain on her collar right here. I try to wipe it off. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger.
But nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Haha, you meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sari, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
Huh? That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh fuck. The fuck is this POV? What the fuck?
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things.
Huh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. That button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
If you ever button it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs got bigger again.
Just don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sari's blazer button up like this?
But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all.
Sari hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Phew! That's so much better.
Sari puts her arms out and twirls it around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I have a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let me. He wouldn't let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you could come wake me up in the morning? You're doing it again, sorry.
But I was joking this time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Huh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now?
Yeah, Undercoat, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sari still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Sari and Monica enthusiastically pull out of their poems. Sari's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral note. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can really see Monica's print-stained handwriting from here, where it's set. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same. Who should I show my poem to first? Oh, Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. Oh, she's mad dogging my fucking poem right now. She's like, oh fuck, this is shit, but how am I gonna tell him? Rookie Band-Aid, I guess. Here stares at the poem. A minute passes more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on, okay? This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Oh, so it's that bad?
No. Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gone anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really don't notice. I didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that, there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thoughts, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a single poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes from practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki could be a little bit biased though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if there is a rare opportunity for hers, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghosts under the light. The tender... What the fuck? Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Right. So I think she's talking about the change of the present into the future, and how sometimes that can be a melancholy emotion. So, Panda Gang, I'm going to be explaining what that means. So, when people think about the future, sometimes they can think it's like a sad thing, you know, it's like, oh, something bad, like something's changing, right? So, with her poem, she's like saying that when things change, it's sometimes depressing, and I guess she's putting that change of herself in there too, because she's like trying to represent herself as the flickering light in the light post or whatever, the street light that hasn't changed yet but is going to change in the future. And the last sentence, or the last little writing, it says I flicker back, or the light flickers, I flicker back. I guess it's her just like going back into reality, being like, okay, the future hasn't changed yet. So, you know, I'm snapping back to reality, like Eminem.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Huh? Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all.
Or, not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghost theory?
Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Andrew Coon.
Really?
I must
have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it. After all, but remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Who should I show my poem to next? Fucking nobody, dude. I'm going to bed. Oh my gosh. How do I save this shite? Yes. Save. Alright, Panda Gang. Thank you for watching this episode of Let's Play Doki Doki Literature Club. My co-host is Aidan O'Connor. He fell asleep. He's a piece of shit. He should get shot in the back of the head. But yeah. I'll maybe post another one soon. Maybe with a photo of Aidan in the corner of the screen, maybe. I don't know. But thank you for all the support, guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the follow button, the like button, share it to a friend, or share it to somebody that you hate, or share it to somebody that you just want them to have a fucking awful day. Tell them to watch this video. Tell them that this is like the best video on YouTube ever, and then they're gonna see this bullshit. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.